So hello and welcome back to my coin channel, and in today's video we're talking about the 1914 Australian florin. So as you can see, I only have one coin here. The next video I'll probably do is 1918. So the 1914 florin, there is two mints. So there is the London mint, which has no mint mark, and there is also the Heaton mint. So the only difference between these two is that under the date there should be a H on the Heaton mint. And the mintage figures are different. So this coin has a mintage of 2.3 million. The Heaton mint has 500,000. So it's pretty much about 4.5 London coins to one Heaton mint. So the metal content of this coin is 11.31 grams, and it's 92.5% silver. So that's a sterling silver coin. It's 28.5 grams in diameter, and it's 2 millimeters in thickness. So a lot of people, even me, we get the thickness a bit confused. It does look a bit thicker, but if you put a ruler to it, it's actually quite thick. So this one has the coat of arms, so the first coat of arms of Australia. Engraver's initials should be somewhere on the actual coin. So this coat of arms is the first coat of arms. It's more simplified. It was granted in 1908. So between 1901 and 1908, Australia had no coat of arms. So we used this one. Okay, so it has a kangaroo and an emu. Emu species is unspecified. On a grassy mound. So this here is, okay, let me use something. So this is actually the grassy mound. The shield crescent containing 7-point stars of Federation. So 7-pointed stars of Federation, and they're in the form of the Southern Cross. Okay, and it has shields, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shields for each of the states. So that's how we're represented. And up the top, here's the Federation shield star. So each point represents a state, and 1 point represents all the territories. And we have two denominations. So 1 florin is equivalent to 2 shillings. So they actually named it a florin because I believe in 1840s, I think, they were thinking about decimalisation in the UK. So they created the coin of a florin, which is 1/10 of a pound. So this is 1914. And as you can see, it has the bust of George V. So this coin is probably in fine condition. Could be very good. Fine. I wouldn't grade it any higher. So the two designers of this coin were Edgar McKennell for the bust and William Blakemore for the actual coat of arms. So they call them the engravers. They also can design coins as well. So if we look at, okay, so this is the coat of arms, first granted in 1908, and it's a simplified version. And in 1912, they actually got the current version that we have in Australia. So it has a kangaroo, species unspecified. There's only one species of emu, which is present in all territories, and most of them anyway, on mainland in Tasmania. Then we have the 7-pointed star. Well, not seven. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7-pointed star. So each point represents a state, and there's the 7th one which represents the territories. Then we have the grassy mound. We have Advance Australia, which is the motto of Australia. So here we have shields. Each of these shields represent a state. Then we have the 7-pointed stars on the Southern Cross configuration. So that's basically what that coin is. And it's actually quite nice. So this side was engraved by William Blakemore. And the effigy that we have is the George V who was designed by and engraved by Edgar McKennell. So, or maybe he might be just the engraver. I don't know. Need to look it up. And as you can see, this coin is not in the best condition. It's in pretty much fine. I wouldn't grade it any higher than fine condition, which just means that there's a lot of wear on the actual head of the coin. And how I base the wear on these coins is the actual crown details. His actual coat has a lot of detail, and this one doesn't. On this side, probably shield and the actual star. So this is raised and it has edges on it and a point in the center. So that's all been worn off. So that's really a well circulated coin. So if we have a look at some sold listings, so got some from a few days ago. This was probably in fine condition, $23. So that's basically the minimum you're going to get, $23, $25. This one seems to be in better condition, $25. If we go up, so you got 43. That's probably in VF condition. And we have $16. Fine condition. It looks clean though. $13. We have one probably worse condition in mine. Probably very good. So obviously you're starting at $13 and $79, but it's probably a bit overpriced. And I can't see any of them that are actually almost VF. And looks pretty high grade. Okay, here we have, who's that one? Oh, it's a token. So you need to be careful with these ones. Okay, so what we're looking at here is not a real coin, it's a copy. And as you can see, this star looks really terrible in that. So that's probably a way you can actually tell about that. And also the actual fonts that they use on the actual coin looks a bit weird as well. If we look at the effigy actually looks quite good. But once again, the actual font, so the lettering that we're looking on, that doesn't look really that good. So you need to be careful of fakes of this actual coin. That's 1850. Just buy a poor grade one. Okay, these ones look pretty good. $40, $50. You're probably VF condition. I wouldn't put it any higher than that. So you can look on eBay and you can see that these coins are not scarce. They're actually pretty common in low grades. $28. Looks pretty good. In higher grades, they would actually attain more value, probably $1,000 for an uncirculated one. But it is one of the higher minted coins. So I hope this helps you with your 1914 Florin. It's actually quite a nice coin. If you want to get a set, so if you're going to collect every year, probably start off with this just as a gap filler for your actual collection, and then later on you can actually when you have the whole collection, you can start to upgrade. So another thing we want to look at is how much that can actually purchase in 1914. So here I have some wages. So the minimum wage was £2, 9 shillings and 3pence for a male, 19 shillings 8 pence for a female. Obviously, sex discrimination was a big factor back then. Different culture, different times. So this one would have been about 1/10 of a woman's wages, and that's in manufacturing. And for a male, so £1 is 20 shillings, £2 is 40 shillings, so that's 49 shillings and 6pence. And this is 2 shillings, so this is really only worth 5% instead of about 10% of a woman's wages. The silver value is about $12, $13. So if this is 5% of a male's wage, So then what we're looking at, the average wage now is about $1,000. You're probably talking about so 10%, you're talking about $50. So that's what it could actually purchase in silver back then. So, no, actually, that's what it could actually purchase, not in silver, but in the 5% range. So one florin can purchase $50 now, or supposedly. If it's silver, then you got $50 of silver versus $12 for these coins. Obviously, you could purchase a lot less stuff than we can now. Anyway, hope this helps you with your coin collecting, something a bit about history, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.